Alright, back here at Santa Fe Lanes in Vegas for what will finally be the title matches of today's JBT event. The Wadotat format, the lower seeds have to win 2 games, the higher seeds only have to win once. The lower seeds both won the first games in Scratch and Handicap for the title match, so it's one more game for all the marbles. Joe Drenser won the first game against Andrew Guba. They're tied through 2 frames over there. Maya Green won the first game over Jasmine Campos, and they are early in the second frame as well. Jasmine's getting 37 pins. Maya has to win by that margin to win the game. Green's been on fire. The only lower seed to come through the really tough Wadotat format is the number 5 qualifier. Well, Jasmine has been extremely impressive in her JBT debut. Joey G walking on camera with that mega backswing and that absolute tank going down the lanes. That's a double. And an early 9-pin lead. Jasmine's going to be wide on that one, but breaks up the split, but lots of pins down there to have to deal with. On a strike, so doesn't lose any count. Product of the Nevada High School Bowling Program. And of the local Junior Gold League. They bowl on tough patterns. Gets them to improve rapidly. Tough little spare here. You can slide by this, you can chop this. Stays with her strike ball on it and all over it. Well done.
Will the championship interfere with Junior Gold?
It's right after gold. Jason asking about TPC. In the month of July, you might as well just rent a house in Vegas if you don't live here. It's going to be non-stop bowling for literally about the whole month.
Yep.
Hoover trails by 9 and able to catch the double. Strikes there in the 4th, so he's Dutch through 4. Sticking with the ball that he changed to in the late frames of the last game. A little more angular, that ball. Doesn't appear to check up as early either. It's the look he likes better, so he's going to stick with it. Also in this scratch division match, Dawson Reese has 3 mulligans remaining. He says, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. I don't know, I still like betting $1 on a king and $10 on a 7 better. That one really got me. Jasmine was getting better towards the end of the last game. Let's see if she keeps that up. Yes, ma'am. Great shot there. Great hospitality from Kathy and Skylar and the crew here. Easy weekend. Oh, Maya's begging that ball to hurry. It does. Scatters him on the light hit. First strike of this title match after 3 9 spares. Watch that backswing of Joey get literally vertical and then just saws on it. It really was. Those pins act like they're toothpicks down there. 4 in a row. Guba's in trouble. I heard hold, I heard roll. They did both those things. They'll roll. There we go. Yes. It did it. Oh, man. Definitely more angular and got that messenger come across and get the 9. And just how tough does Maya Green look right now? Just turned 13. Jasmine is blank years old. 17. I never forced the issue. They're happy, I'm happy. I want you speed bowling right from the first frame of the tournament if I had my way. Oh! Real good shot. Just doesn't get the carry. Necessary shot for Guba over there. He doesn't get the carry, so his string ends at 2. He'll trail by 20. Maya, like we talked about in part 1, that little stutter step there, and then just fantastic balance, knee bend, and follow through. And boy, are those pins talking on the light hits for her. She's pretty quiet, but then every once in a while you get this little burst of emotion one way or the other. This time it's happy emotion. No problem with the spare for Campos. She's a very calm young lady. Didn't watch part 1. We're on to San Diego next week, Tucson for a major in 2 weeks, then right back here in Vegas at Samstown for doubles and singles in only 3 weeks. Joey working on 4 in a row. Yep, a little high. 11 career titles in a very, very long JBT career. Guba looking for his first title in give or take a decade, which we believe would be a record. Pretty ball from Jasmine. Right in this game, she's getting 37 and trails on the scoreboard by about 20. So anybody's match. Joe plays off his strike ball that time for his spare. Has it with no problem. Sea Chickens have a 35-yarder to win. He'll probably miss. But first time in a while, it's been a little wayward there. Feet got a little fast, arm goes across her body. That's going to be a high hit every time. Spares it up, she'll lead by 18 and gives back 37, so still work to be done. Try and catch Joey at the same time here. Good job out of both of them. Strike for Joe, spare for Maya. Guba trails by 20, spare working. They're already in the 7th frame. Time's starting to run short. Looks like they both got a good look on both lanes, just a matter of execution. How do you feel about Tampa's execution? I'm all for it, said their first coach. Oh! Wicked messenger for Jasmine. It touches it but doesn't knock it over. Guba flushes his shot. Oh, they did miss the field goal. What a shock. Wow, Maya crumbles a bucket there. There's no problem at that 10 pin. It's a huge non-strike for Jasmine to keep Maya afloat in this match. And a gigantic shot for Guba to come within 10. Now a second straight 4-pin on the left-hand lane. Could be the difference in the match. No trouble at her spares. Only leads by 17 of the 37 she's giving. So Maya and Andrew both trail by 20. Only 2 frames to go in handicap, 3 in scratch. If Jasmine can fill frames, he's going to make it really hard on Maya. That, of course, is a big if when you're in your first career title match. This one's high. Oh, wow. Safe. That had 6, 7, 10 written all over it. Joey to extend to 30. Oh, solid 9. Doesn't happen. This is one of the big equalizer there. He leaves more than his share of solid 9s because that ball's just coming in so steep. Another nice spare. That's 8 consecutive marks for Campos. That makes it really hard on Maya. She'll have to throw a couple X's here to catch up. Of course, she's been throwing an awful lot of X's for the last couple hours. So hard to win 2 consecutive games over and over and over again. Grueling format for the lower seeds. All right, tilts the 7 out. There's one. Gooba's got 229 possible. Joey is pacing exactly 229 strike spare. So to be determined over there. This shot will pretty much determine Maya's fate. It'll be hard to win without that first strike. Hard to win without that second strike, but first things first here. Looking good. Oh man, how good is that? Super impressive win or lose from Green. Joey to set up his foundation night. A little more loft. Oh, jeez. Crunch. I'd be so mad if I got hired here as a bowling pin and see Joe's bowling ball coming at me.
It's scary.
I'd be like, this is not in my contract. Second shot in the 10th here for Green. That looks good. Those 2 shots in the 10th weren't good. They were spectacular. Andrew with a giant shot as well. Can't even afford to lose count here. He's got to strike out. There's one for him. These kids in the clutch just perform week after week after week on tour. It's fun to watch. So Maya's in the 230s. P.S. She just went 240, 230 in the handicap division title match. And we'll have to do some addition to see what Jasmine's going to need here. Wide. .233. Fantastic effort. 37 less than that. Guba gets the strikes in the 10. 37 less than that is 196. Ooh. Strike spare would be a tie here, right? Strike spare is a tie, so Jasmine must strike in this ball to stay alive. Anything less, Maya wins. It's the ball. Yes! Wow! Well, we had a tie to start the handicap division match play rounds, and if she spares in the 11th, we have another tie. If she strikes on the next ball, she wins the title. If she opens in her next bunch, Maya wins. Guba needs this desperately in his 11th, and he gets the messenger, and a let's go. That's about as much emotion as you'll ever see out of Andrew, too. He would fill for 229, which means Joey would spare strike to tie. I don't think we've ever had 2 ties at the same time in a title match. That's entirely possible. Jasmine can mess that up, and she'd be happy to if she can strike right here. For the title. And now she has to spare the 3-6 to tie. Four is 257, 96, 257. Andrew needs that. Oh, that's a big non-fill for Guba there. You know what? And he's such a calm guy. When he let out that emotion, there's still one important shot to go. That sometimes leads to weak fill balls like that. Now Joey just needs spare 7 to win. This is for a title match tie. She got it. Let's play some overtime for the handicap title. Jasmine, come here, or Maya, come here. Ladies, fantastic job, first of all. Let me just capture Joe on camera here. This will just take one shot, and we'll show you what's going on. Joe strikes to win. Doesn't have it. He needs spare 7 to win now over there. Ladies, we break the ties just like we did at the end of qualifying when you saw Aaron do that with a 2-frame roll-off. You get 20% of your normal handicap. Maya, that's 4. Jasmine, that's 12. And this 2 frames, 9th and 10th over again. You're the higher seed. You get to choose. You can go first. If you do, you'll bowl 1 frame on the left. She'll do both frames, and you'll finish after her on the right. Or you can go the other way around.
Huh?
That's your choice. So you want her to go first and finish last. So Maya, you're going to do 1 frame on the left-hand lane, and then she'll finish her whole tiebreaker, and then you'll go after that. All right. So Maya, when you're ready, you're up on the left-hand lane. We break scratch division ties with handicap division ties with 2-frame roll-offs. Jasmine is the higher qualifier. She's elected to have Maya go first. Maya's getting 4 pins in the roll-off. Jasmine's getting 12. And with that 8 count, that's a 227, 225 win for Joe Gerenser. Beats Andrew twice and takes the title away. Wow. Handicap roll-off starting right here. Jasmine's getting 12 pins. Maya's getting 4. It's a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Maya's going first right here. Jasmine, you're up on the right-hand lane. It's your 9th frame. No quitting. These 2 girls. Strikes for each bowler in their 9th frame. Jasmine, you're on the left-hand lane now. This is your 10th frame. Kick a field goal here or what? Jesus. Maya, right-hand lane, 10th frame. Here's your scores. I did scare her. Right-hand lane. It's like a 10th frame. Spare 7 at the end. Jasmine opens with that 310 in the 10th. Maya spares in the 10th frame. Jasmine done at 40. See her sitting at 24. 7 or better wins. 6 we tie and do it again. My goodness. That had bucket written all over it, which would have been a tie. Instead, she crumbles the 6 into 8 and wins the title. What an eventful day at Santa Fe. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. These kids are incredible. What drama all day long. Great performances by all of our finalists. Tara's got the awards for the top 2 finishers in each division. In the scratch division, that was a rough finish for him. Give him a nice hand, Andrew Guba. It's been a little while since that win. He's going to get it real soon. And your handicap division runner-up, what a great performance in her first career JBT event. Give her a nice hand too, Jasmine Calderos. Jasmine Tara's got a plaque for you. And your champions of today's JBT event in the scratch division. He wins those 2 matches in the title match to win the 12th. I say the 12th title of his JBT career. Joe Hinter and third. And in the handicap division, it took overtime, but man, she's been impressive for the last couple hours. This is her 3rd career JBT title, Maya Green. Thanks so much for sticking around, turning them on. That was a pretty good show. Be sure to check out the website, YouTube, and Facebook for all of its final results. Spread the word about what we do. Travel safely wherever you're headed. We'll see you right back here in Vegas in 3 weeks at Sam's Town, or San Diego next week, and Tucson in 2 weeks. Later. Till then. Bye. Everybody's got plaques and other stuff. Come on up. We'll do some pictures. Thanks, sir. Oh, the Seahawks won too. Unbelievable. What? 40 to 34 in overtime. About right. Yeah, so even though Seattle won, that's the dumbest rule in football. Yeah, you just told me that. How can you? Oh. We heard all of half of Oakland go crazy. Dolphins win. D-O-L-P-H-I-N-S. Dolphins, Dolphins, Dolphins.
Did you tell her the joke yet? Did you hear the joke? Oh, yeah.